football here at the National Sports Stadium. It is the Castle Premier League fixtures, match day 3 fixtures that got rescheduled. And today we have Dynamos taking on Cranborne Bullets. Now the match day 3 fixtures that got rescheduled started on Friday, and we saw Harare City drawing to Yada. We also had the games on Saturday where ZPC Kariba lost to Triangle, and we had Wawa and Blawayo Chiefs that drew on those games. Now coming on to Sunday's games, today we have Dynamos taking on Cranborne Bullets. We also have Manika Diamonds taking on Highlanders, and we have Blawayo Chiefs facing FC Platinum. Now the focus rather is here at the National Sports Stadium where we have Dynamos taking on Cranborne Bullets. Dynamos is currently sitting on 3 points after playing 2 games. They lost to Triangle and also won a match against Yada. We're also looking at Cranborne Bullets, who are sitting on 1 point. They lost a match to Chickenin and also drew with Blawayo Chiefs. Now coming to today's game, joining me to talk about what's going to be happening in today's match is Dynamos coach Tondarai. Coach, great to have you.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Coach. Now, every team that plays you, Coach, they always bring their A game. Now, looking at Cranborne Bullets, who are debutants in the league, how are you expecting them to play?
Well, we're expecting a very tough match. Cranborne Bullets have shown that they can play football, not just football, but good football for that matter. They have a coach who is experienced, a coach who is really teaching them how to play football. I think we have seen how they've played in the past matches, and they've shown that they are a very good team with very good players who are very good technically and physically as well. So we braced ourselves, and we are bracing ourselves for a very tough match today, but we are prepared. Yes, Cranborne Bullets, but we are Dynamos Football Club, and this is where we must show our character. We lost in our last match, and we can't afford to lose another match today. So it's really going to be a very tough match, but one which we really want to do well and collect maximum points.
Looking at how your boys have been playing, you had a very good campaign in the Chibuku Super Cup. Then come the league, you lost 2 matches. Would one say the Wolves are not coming off the bus?
Not really. Just to correct you there, we've lost only 1 match. We've played twice. We won the first game against Yada and then lost away to Triangle. So we were away. Now we've come, it's very difficult to play away and collect points. We knew that. Triangle is a very difficult venue to visit. But now we are back at home, and we want to make sure that we collect maximum points at home. But it's not going to be easy for us. This is a derby. These players mix and mingle together, almost on a daily basis. So they know each other, they know each other's strengths and weaknesses, and that's what is making the whole game quite difficult. But we are confident. We have put the game against Triangle behind us. We're fortunate that we got 2 weeks to prepare for this match. So I think we have put that game behind us, and we are fully focused on this match today.
And then looking at the rescheduling of matches because of COVID, how has that affected your camp, looking towards today's game?
Oh yeah, we were affected after the Triangle game. We had seven members of our team, 3 players including 4 technical team members who were affected, and I think that's the reason why the match was cancelled last week. But like I've said, the COVID situation has really helped us psychologically. We were coming from a defeat, and you can imagine if we were going to plunge into another game in less than 7 days' time. So it has given us time to regroup, to refocus, and it was a bit difficult the first week, but last week I saw a change in attitude, a change in our approach to training, and of course a change in focus towards this match today.
Thank you very much, Coach.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Now that was Dynamos coach Tondarai saying he's happy they had a 2 weeks preparation towards today's game, and for him, his boys have to win this game today because they cannot afford another loss. Now joining me again to talk about what's going to be happening in the match is Cranborne Bullets coach Nesbe Saruche. Coach, great to have you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And now, Coach, you are debutants. How are you taking today's game?
We are taking it very seriously. As you know, we're coming from Division 1. And my guys are very ready to face the big giants of Zimbabwean football. So they are a bit motivated. So it's going to be a very good game.
And then you're mainly strong in attacking, in playing attacking football. What's your strategy today to face Dynamos?
Normally we don't change the way we play. We are here to entertain people and get results at the same time. So we are just maybe going to play our normal game.
And then, Coach, lastly, the rescheduling of games because of COVID, how has that affected your camp?
It's beyond our control, but it really affected our guys. So we are just going to push.
Thank you very much, Coach. Once again, all the best in today's game.
Thank you so much.
Now, that was Cranborne Bullets coach, Coach Nesbeth Saruche. They're very excited that his boys get a chance today to face one of Zimbabwe's biggest teams, Dynamos. Now, joining me for a bit of analysis on what's going to be happening today is Mo. Looking at Cranborne Bullets, they had a wonderful fairy tale, the Chibuku Super Cup. But would you say they are now ready to be facing a giant as big as Dynamos?
No, I think it's still they are still trying to find their feet in the league. Kudos to the way they played in the Chibuku Super Cup. Yeah, what I've noticed is when they play the big teams, they really don't play well. You look when they played in semi-finals here versus Ngezi, they controlled the game, they had possession and all, they couldn't finish, and sucker punch, Ngezi won the match. And after that, they went to Bluoyo to chicken in. They also did not do so well. Albeit they said the referee played a big part in their defeat. But yeah, it was a loss. And then they drew against Bulawayo City here. I thought they were supposed to win that match because they dominated from the beginning to the end. So yeah, they are not finishing. They're not finishing the match. They keep a lot of the ball, but they can't finish.
If you're just joining us, we are live from the National Sports Stadium. It is the Castle Agro Premier League match day fixtures, and today we will be witnessing Dynamos taking on Cranborne Bullets, a big game that is coming back to you more. Dynamos' strength after losing 2 games, coach rather said it was just 1 game. Do you think they're ready for this game?
Dynamos is always ready. What I've liked about Dynamos recently is the way they defend. They've been able to minimize goals. They've always been able to keep shape in defense. But I think they lack the top man, the number 9, somebody who can actually finish all the moves that they do. Ionde, to me, yeah, once in a while he comes to the party, but most of the times he's neither here nor there. So yeah, they really have to work hard in terms of going forward. There is God knows Murwira, a very, very key player in the national team. You know, this guy exudes a lot of confidence when he's there at the back, and if he's going to be doing his forays down the right or down the left, wherever he's going to be deployed today, he's going to be also a lot of trouble, because that's where Dynamos' strength is coming from the right or the left wings. And if they find somebody who can finish, then yeah.
And then looking at Dynamos' lineup, you heard Cranborne coach saying his team mainly focuses on attacking football. Looking now at Dynamos' defense, already we have Frank Makaraitis, who's not playing today. Sylvester Appiah is just coming from an injury. How strong is Dynamos' defense today to withstand Cranborne Bullets attacking?
The good thing about Dynamos is it's not about individuals in their defense. It's mostly about the collective. They defend as a team, and they always make sure that they are covering those gaps. So it doesn't matter who is playing centre back or right back. It's because of the way they play. They are always in a very good position to defend. So I'm not worried about Dynamos' defense. The worry for Dynamos is always attack and goals. It's very difficult for Dynamos to get goals these days, and I don't know how Tonde is going to work on that, or since the window is going to be open soon, I'm sure he's in the market for a top striker or 2 strikers. I thought one Mutudza was supposed to also come in and give a number of goals to the team. But he plays mostly on the left, too far away from the box or from the action, and I don't know. Probably he's going to pick himself up and live up to his tag.
And then also we look at Cranborne Bullets defense. Looking at Dynamos, they already have, God knows, who's a strong player. There's Emmanuel July, also quite a strong player for Dynamos. Is Cranborne Bullets defense that strong also to withstand the heat from Dynamos?
Yes, I believe so. It's well marshaled by Jasia Badra. We call him Badra. This is a well-traveled defender. He also played for Dynamos at one time, so I don't see him being, ruffled by playing against Dynamos. Like, these guys are debutants. They're coming into the league, and some of the players have never played against Dynamos. But for him, who has already played for Dynamos, he's the guy who is going to steady the ship at the back, give confidence to the rest of the team to say, guys, it's just another game. It's just Dynamos. We can win. And if you look at how Cranborne sets up as well, they do not concede much, and they also believe in a lot of ball possession. And you will see that they like building from the back, and they always circulate the ball very well. They always want to start if the attack is not good. But when the coach said they're an attacking team, I don't think they're so much of an attacking team, Peshi, because they depend too much on Everton, Feremba. Yeah, and Feremba thrives on crosses. Either high, he can head. Even if they come down, he can always attack the ball. He's always moving inside the box. And if there is no feed from the wings for Feremba, then he's going to be useless. But if the crosses come in, he's really, really dangerous.
Now, looking at the fact that both teams they were in the semi-finals at the Chibuku Super Cup, then come today, which team do you think will come out victorious today? Because really looking at them with how they performed at the Chibuku tournament, they really look like they're very strong teams. Dynamos for sure, it is a strong team. But for Cranborne Bullets and today's game, which team do you think will come out victorious?
I would say Dynamos is going to play second fiddle in terms of ball possession. Cranborne will have all the possession in the world, but Dynamos is going to kill the game somehow. One cross from Biwan Tunyu, met by Yonde, it's 1-0. So to me, I would say, I'll give it to Dynamos. Maybe 1-0, at most maybe, 1-0. They are not scoring much, and Cranborne is not conceding that much. So I think Dynamos is going to take this one 1-0.
No, more normally, like usually, you're always spot on with your predictions. But today, you seem a bit shaky. You're not so confident about your prediction.
I'm not too confident because of the way Dynamos has been playing. Yeah, their lack of goals is really, really worrying. If you look at it from the Chibuku Super Cup, when they were in the group stage, they were scoring goals left, right, and center, but that has all fizzled out. And unfortunately, some of the players that we thought were now supposed to be at the top of their game, they're still trying to find their feet. So it's difficult, but I think Dynamos being Dynamos, they'll just get away with it somehow.
Also, Mo, just taking note from what you're saying, that, Dynamos from the Chibuku Super Cup, the group stages, there's a time they were scoring a lot of goals, and then there's a moment where they just got comfortable by just scoring one and then parking the bus and not doing much. Is that why you would then say you're not so confident with your prediction?
Yeah, Dynamos does not play that kind of soccer that is pleasing to the eye. Yeah, don't expect Tiki Taka when Dynamos is playing. They thrive on surprise attacks. They thrive on counter attacks. They thrive on one in a moment of brilliance. So you don't expect too many goals when a team is playing like that. And also, when they get into attack, they're too thin. You find there's only one or two players in the box. So they work on that. And I don't think today they were supposed to give that much respect to Cranborne. Considering that they are home, they were supposed to have at least two strikers. But they've decided to start with Ionde alone and the supporting cast of Iwan Mutudza and Antonio. So it's going to be difficult, but I think Dynamos will get away with it, like I said, 1-0.
All right, Mo, let's wait and see what happens in the match. If you are just joining us, we are coming to your homes live from the National Sports Stadium. It is match day 3 of the Castle Lager Premier League matches. And today we are about to witness Dynamos taking on Cranborne Bullets. It is ZTN. Get the picture and keep on watching.
My father used to say that the poorest man is not one without money, but the one without friends, which is why I could entrust him with ensuring that all my friends were there on my wedding day.
Consider it done, son.
Dad, this is not everyone on my list.
I invited all those people on your list. I didn't call it a wedding. I told them that you were in serious need of their help and that we would gather here today to see how we can help you. And these are the people that showed up. Now go on and celebrate with your true friends.
The taste of true friendship. It all comes together with a castle. My father used to say that the poorest man is not one without money, but the one without friends, which is why I could entrust him with ensuring that all my friends were there on my wedding day.
Consider it done, son.
Dad, this is not everyone on my list.
I invited all those people on your list. I didn't call it a wedding. I told them that you were in serious need of their help and that we would gather here today to see how we can help you. And these are the people that showed up. Now go on and celebrate with your true friends.
The taste of true friendship. It all comes together with a castle.
Not many fans here at all, but should be a very interesting game, this one, on paper. Dynamos with 1 win and 1 defeat so far in the PSL, losing to Triangle, and they'd want to get a victory here against Cranborne Bullets, the new boys. Dynamos are missing Partson Jaure and Frank Makarati at the back. Makarati injured. Jaure wasn't training this week as he went to Victoria Falls to the conference that Dynamos and Highlanders attended. But a good mixture of young players and experienced players for Dynamos here. And they'll be wanting to get a result against Cranborne Bullets. Also out today is Jarrison Selemani. So for Cranborne Bullets, the Army side, coached by Nesbit Sarachera, match day 3, a win, a draw and a defeat so far for Cranborne Bullets. Coming in today, the likes of Koli Gonyora and Kuda Chidonza, who's making his debut today. Lincoln Jassia, very experienced, playing with Douglas and Bewe as joint centre-backs. And up front today, Everson Feremba will be one of their main hopefuls. And Cranborne Bullets are getting to the semi-finals of the Chibuku Super Cup, the same as Dynamos. Dynamos in the blue colours and Bullets in the red. Our referee Arnold Ngube, he's assisted by Tafadzwa Nkala, who's on the FIFA panel that was announced recently for 2022. Kuda Tigere is the second assistant, and Edward Mucharambe is our fourth official. Jacob Kuya is the match commissioner. So cool conditions here, and hoping for plenty of exciting action here, Howard.
Yeah, looks promising. Looks like it's going to be a very good game. Ever since Cranborne Bullets came into the PSL, they have never met Dynamos. So in terms of maybe familiarity, it's not there. And we'll have to see how they will then come through. But Cranborne Bullets, remember the fairy tale run in the Chibuku Super Cup. And Dynamos again really played well in the Chibuku Super Cup, and both teams knocked out at the semi-final stage. So in terms of player by player, I'm sure they will probably match each other well.
Should be interesting. Sylvester Appiah coming in the heart of defence together with Arnold Mawadza for Dynamo. Stephen Chatikobo, a 17-year-old, another of the Prince Edward schoolboys. Watch out for him today. Bill Antonio, another of those PE boys, but more experienced in terms of action. He also starts today, and Juan Mutudza could be very influential if he is on song for Dynamos. Everson Feremba, number 20, we know about him up front. Could again be a player to keep an eye on today. Tino Mecca impressed on his debut on match day 2 in a goalless draw against Bulawayo Chiefs, and McClinta Namakoma also as another promising youngster that Bullets have.
I think for Cranborne Bullets, they are missing their top goal scorer in the Chibuku Super Cup, Malvin Muati, and he's just went a walk. That's what Nesbeth Saruchera was saying, because I think towards the end of the Chibuku Super Cup, he was reported to have signed with Chicken Inn, because this guy slept on duty. They did not renew his contract, which was coming to an end this December. So Chicken Inn came in and they signed him. They signed a pre-contract with him. But he's nowhere to be found. He's not in Bulawayo or Chicken Inn. He's just nowhere. So yeah, it just leaves Feremba the only option up front, trusted option up front.
Well, interesting that then. So missing a key player, Cranborne Bullets. Wanda Kapinda, the captain, very experienced. Black Rhinos and Monomatapa among his clubs. Lincoln Jassia facing us in the centre of your picture. Well, he's still a class act. That's the Dynamos' war cry there, ready for action.
I don't know. Maybe I found this funny, because we know Dynamos, they do their prayer or the goal line, and now it's being spiced up by that war cry. Is it because they are schoolboys in the team now?
Certainly seems like a touch of Prince Edward High School, doesn't it? Having the war cry there. So this will be a stiff test for Cranborne Bullets up against Dynamos, who are in their positions already. 5 substitutions are still allowed in Castle Lager PSL action this season, still playing under COVID regulations. Arnold Ngube, our referee. Dynamos have not been scoring that many goals, but they've been getting the results, and you can always expect a physical game from an army side like Cranborne Bullets. So we'll see if this game can dish up goals for us. As Cranborne Bullets in the red kick us off, attacking the goal to your left, and Dynamos in the blue. That's Lincoln Jassia at the back to Wanda Kapinda. So Everson Feremba looks like he is indeed going to be the main striker, as expected for Cranborne Bullets. There's Taimon Mvula In goal for Dynamos, Godnos Murwira playing at left back. Albert Ayonde, I think we might see as a real number 9 for Dynamos today, the Cameroonian. Beaten to it there by Douglas Mbewe. But it's going to be interesting to see how Tondorai Ndaraya sets out his stall today. Emmanuel Jalai. Again, Mbewe does well, experienced centre-back, formerly from with Black Rhinos, Douglas Mbewe, and a strong and influential player.
Is he a relation of Jimmy Mbewe, a striker that used to terrorize defenses in the years gone by, who was also on the books of Black Rhinos? Not so sure if they are related. But you were asking about how Dynamos and how Tondorai Ndaraya set out this team. So we know Tondorai Ndaraya always plays with 3 at the back. But I think in the past few games, he's been playing with 4 at the back because of the injuries that he's got in his team. So today he's got 4 at the back, then just 1 in front of them, then 2 in front of the defensive link. Then he's playing with 1 winger. And on the other wing, they are just using it as an outlet. It's more like it's an outlet for whoever will have possession. They'll have to use that other wing.
So here is your main winger, Bill Antonio, to Albert Ayonde. Early chance! Dynamo surge ahead through Shadrack Nyawa. Just 2 minutes into the game. Great work from Antonio and from Ayonde. And that's a simple tap-in for Shadrack Nyawa as Dynamos go ahead early on. What a fabulous start for Dynamos as Cranborne Bullets were caught napping really there. Ayonde with the assist. Shadrack Nyawa just 2 minutes into the game.
I think the problem that Cranborne will probably have this afternoon, Steve, is trying to contain the game plan that we were talking about. Because Bill Antonio has been told to stick on the wing, and the moment that he left that position, they were exposed because whoever is tracking him didn't know what to do. And we saw Albert Ayonde now coming onto the wing.
So, wow, great work that Nyawa with an easy one to finish off. A dream start for Dynamos. Really tough now for Cranborne Bullets if they're to come from behind against Dynamos who know how to defend so well. Here's Wanda Kapinda. He'll have to have a big game today if they're to get something out of this one. God knows Murwira and Owan Mutudza. A chance for Dynamos really to dominate the game now with this early advantage. Jalai motors forward, but Jassia can let that one go. Good work from Emmanuel Jalai, who's been so consistent throughout 2021 for Dynamos. The diminutive and strong right back. More blessing Mushangwe for Bullets. Has aimed towards Meke. His second start for Bullets and played really well, did Tino Meke, in a goalless draw against Bulawayo Chiefs here on match day 2. He's only 17. Mushangwe. Now Nakohoma. No, referee says that's not a foul. Here's Albert Ayonde. Good strength from the Cameroonian. Past 2 men. Albert Ayonde. Chatikobo's there in the middle. And Jassia blocks that one to concede the corner. But really good work from the Cameroonian.
Yeah, I think this is what Tondorai Ndaraya wants. You come to the wing, you need to work. And too bad we couldn't see a cross from the Cameroonian because he had 2 options inside the box waiting. Just like what happened when they got that goal. He brought in the cross and Nyawa was there. So it's going to be like this the whole afternoon. they will take turns to come to the wing. And if Cranborne are not really sure of what to do, maybe Mushangwe, whoever comes to the wing, Mushangwe needs to stick to whoever will be at the wing. Otherwise, if they want to make men mark and Mushangwe then follows Bill Antonio, they are in trouble.
Yeah, and then you want your wing backs to overlap because you're a goal down. It's a difficult situation, this for Cranborne Bullets. So Shadrach Nyawa is going off with the medic. It's God knows Murwira, out swinger. And Wanda Kapinda, chance for Cranborne Bullets to break. Meke. So Feremba is going to be the main man up front. There he is. It's towards Kapinda. Opening here. Feremba, well defended that. Really good going by Arnold Mawadza. Nakohoma now, as they try to build something. Kapinda, you can expect to see him in a lot of the moves for Cranborne Bullets as they earn themselves a corner.
I think for Dynamos, Mawadza, that particular occasion, with that timely intervention, otherwise Feremba had broken free on that far side. So they would try to play it like that. Feremba and the captain there.
As Namakoma takes that corner, Chati Kobo, chance for Dynamos to break with Antonio. He's got the pace as Bill Antonio. But Kuda Chidonza blocks him eventually. The goal coming on 2 minutes. Shadrach Nyawa. Yeah, that was a push. No doubt about that on Malvin Madruka. It was too long from Namakoma. So Bullets losing to Chicken Inn 1-0 on match day 1 and drawing 0-0 with Bulli Chiefs here on match day 2. Dynamos beating Yada 1-0 with a Shadrach Nyawa goal in their first game of the season. And then losing 1-0 to Triangle. Previously, we know Dynamos going to Gibbo Stadium and grinding out a result. They've come away from there with 1-0 wins on other occasions, so they would have been disappointed with that. But a win here today would see them go joint top of the table.
So we saw... I think from the time they lost to FC Platinum, we saw how exposed they are. In terms of depth, I don't think they are there. You can't compare them to FC Platinum, for example, or even Gezi Platinum Stars. So when the window opens, I think Tondrandira really needs to work on replacements and just beefing up his team, because outside of the first 11, they will struggle.
Yeah, the real test as wonderful overlap here from Amur Wira, but wasn't able to pick out his man. The acid test for Dynamos was that Chibuku Super Cup semi-final where they lost 1-0 to FC Platinum, that extra time free kick from Innocent Mucheneka. That shows there's work to be done if they are to be champions. That's a good-looking one, has to be palmed away by Makoni. Mushangwe. They threaten again. Goes for goal too. What an effort from Mutudza, who's creative And that was worth a try, Howard.
Yeah, I think he saw an opportunity because the goalkeeper was thinking he was going to cross the ball because there are two options on the near side. But the variation that he then came up with, you know, trying to shoot from distance, I think that's the way to go because they're expecting Dynamos to use wing play every time, then crosses from the wings. But on that occasion, good thinking by Mutudza.
And now Bullets have to bring almost everyone back except for Everson Ferremba. Another good one from Muruwira. That'll be a throw-in to the hosts. The goal coming on 2 minutes from Shadrach Nyawa after great work down the right flank by Bill Antonio and then Albert Eonde, who put the cross over and found Nyawa in front of goal. There's Eonde. Gets another one over. Playing well today is Albert Eonde, who was brought to the country by FC Platinum for their Champions League campaign 2 seasons ago. Didn't really meet their expectations, though.
No, I think his strength, though, is holding up play. You know, coming in deep to collect the ball. But today we are seeing a different Eonde. He's really working hard and finding an outlet here on the near side. So this swing play really works well for him and for Dynamos.
Yeah, it's certainly clicking as offside against Tino Meke. 12 minutes gone. Both teams then knocked out at the semi-final stage of the Chibuku Super Cup. The Dynamos by FC Platinum. Gezi Platinum Stars knocked out Cranborne Bullets here in that game that will be remembered for the heavy rains in the second half. And they felt that they were denied a clear penalty, and many would agree, especially those who watched the pictures here on ZTN. And perhaps could have gone through to the final.
So I was talking to the referee after the game, why he didn't give a penalty in that game, and he said, look, when it's a slippery outfield like that, it's very difficult to say I'm giving a penalty because you saw the player slipped and it was an outdrawn leg that then caught the Ngezi Platinum player, and for me to then give a penalty under such conditions was going to be really harsh.
Well, very debatable. And we showed you all the action live here on ZTN. So greetings to you wherever you're watching this from around the world. Dynamos leading Cranborne Bullets by 1-0. We're live on the ZTN YouTube channel, the Facebook page, the Star FM Facebook page, and the Zim Papers app, where you'll find all of the Zim Papers publications and digital content, TV and radio, all on one app. And Dynamos certainly looking the stronger side so far. So it's our last football broadcast of 2021. What a year it's been, and we brought you games on various days of the week at various times as well, with some of the 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. kickoffs in the Chibuku Super Cup. And it's been a stop-start season, hasn't it? As Juan Mutudza wins it for Dynamos. Great work from the attacking midfielder, Antonio! Oh, what service and what a chance for Bill Antonio.
A bit selfish, but if you think about it, you know, on the edge of the 6-yard box, you were supposed to at least force the goalkeeper to save. Look, good decision to go for goal, but Eonde would then say, look, I was alone, you could have passed to me.
Yeah, maybe the keeper cut out the angle, but yeah, he could have passed it out to his right, looking at that replay. Juan Mutudza, formerly of Herentals, shot on target already, and that wonderful ball through. Really like him in this attacking role, attacking midfield role. So Cranborne Bullets on the back foot. There's a Douglas Mbewe. Wanda Kapinda, the captain. Gets it back and it cannons off of Muruera. His experience is such an asset in this side. Really is a player you'd love to have on your team, is God knows Muruera. Mushangwe. Not the best of deliveries to him, though. So Lincoln Jassia, centre-back with Douglas Mbewe. There'll be a throw into Cranborne Bullets. Mbewe to Kachembere. Touch from Kapinda. Shadrach Nyawa. It's a foul by Kapinda on Nyawa as they fought for the ball. Ndirai will be very happy, more than happy. We knew them for late goals in the Chibuku Super Cup and haven't been in this position for some time. Dynamos taking a lead so early on. Sylvester Appiah in at centre-back today. Again, Frank Makarati injured. Patson Jaure, he's not playing today because he didn't train, because he was at Victoria Falls for the conference. Strategic planning conference where Sakunda Holdings, sponsors of Dynamos and Highlanders, organised for the team to get some inspiration. Chatikobo. Well blocked by Jassia, that was. It'll be interesting in 2022 to see if Highlanders and Dynamos will get new ideas from their conference at Victoria Falls, where they had input from a number of experts. Jassia. Mushangwe trying to overlap as much as he can. Meke, but Appiah is superior in that tussle. Tall and sleek is Sylvester Appiah, the Ghanaian. And Mushangwe to blame most likely for that opening goal, as there was room down his flank. Jassia. Saruchera then has got a lot of work to do. The master of winning promotion from Division 1 into the Castle Lager PSL. Did it with Rhinos, did it with Cranborne Bullets. Highly respected. We'll see if he's got the material to work with at this level, though. That's always a question, Howard.
No, I think he's a very good coach, you know, because for him to then be able to get promotion countless times into the PSL with different teams. But at the end of the day, this is the top flight league. You know, you need to come prepared. So in terms of material, when I look at this team, I don't think he's got the right material.
Here's Meke with the cross, but it's off target. Haven't had a clear chance yet, Cranborne Bullets. They've introduced some juniors into the squad. Kuda Chidonza, who's on the bench today. Malvin Madruka, he's from the Harare City Cubs, playing in midfield, the number 13. Clint Namakoma also came from the Harare City Cubs. Tino Meke from the Bullets juniors. So nearly 20 minutes played. It's a game to enjoy, as we don't know when football will be back next. Some games called off this weekend because of COVID, which hopefully is going to pass. The teams, or the league, will take a break for the Africa Cup of Nations, assuming that Zimbabwe go, which is not guaranteed at the moment with the suspension by the ZIFA board. Neither Antonio nor Mushangwe able to get that one. So we continue with uncertainty in football here, and we just have to enjoy each game as it comes, Howard.
Yeah, we just have to. Look, we saw what the Sports and Recreation Commission did, putting up that restructuring committee. It's agreed that we need to see better administration of our football. I'm not so sure about the way it's being done, though, because we have seen countless times from different countries around the world how FIFA deals with such scenarios. You know, it's them that put normalization committees to run football. So I don't think Zimbabwe will be any different. So we'll have to see how it's going to play out between FIFA, the suspended ZIFA executive, and the Sports and Recreation Commission.
Here's Mushangwe, dinks it forward. Feremba seemed to have got kicked in the face. The main striker, the top man for Cranborne Bullets, who has hardly had a chance in the game and very few touches. Tried to take advantage of that one. Yeah, the Africa Cup of Nations 3 weeks away. We still don't know if we're going or not. We are, as it stands. Indeed, the players should be coming into camp this week. Some of them anyway. Yeah, it's Arnold Mawadza with the kick on Feremba, who's okay. Would you pay the price of missing the Africa Cup of Nations for the long-term betterment of Zimbabwean football?
Oh,
it's a big question.
It's highly debatable, you know, when you...
If it is for the better.
Yeah, because the betterment aspect will always be debatable, Steve.
If it was guaranteed, yes, I'd pay them. If I knew...
But
in a year's time we'd be in a better space.
But
yes, I pay the price.
We have seen how football has been administered in the country since 1980 up to now, and to think that this person is going to come and things are going to change and all that, it's not a guarantee.
Yeah, the restructuring committee, Tommy Sitoli, the Zim Papers board chairman, on it. Other luminaries like Anam Guni, former Zimbabwe Olympic Committee chief executive too. If I knew it was going to work, I could bear the pain of missing out on a 5th AFCON, but otherwise, with football at heart, it's a price to pay, Howard.
Yeah, and probably another dimension, you look at COVID, how it has affected footballers. You know, you are 28 and 2 years with no football because of COVID. That means when football came back, you know, your career is almost over. And now you think of this looming suspension, what it's going to do to the players.
Yeah, because the clock is ticking for all of the players, isn't it? There's Namakoma for Cranborne Bullets, who went a goal down after just 2 minutes. Shadrach Nyawa got the goal. They're just looking for openings. Namakoma and Mushangwe, quite mobile down this flank, is more blessing Mushangwe. And that's a Namakoma. Jalai wins it. And also was fouled, says the referee. We've played 24 minutes. So Namakoma fouling Emmanuel Jalai. We're seeing a few attacking runs from Alvin Majuka down the right side for Bullets. Antonio. Not the best of passes to Jalai. Can they work something here with Tino Meke? Appears in his way. Tino Meke. That's easy for Mawadza. No foul there. Looked a highish boot from Douglas Mbewe. Kapinda. Namakoma getting a lot of the ball in midfield. McClinton Namakoma. And Murwera, who wins a throw for his team, who are comfortably on top of things. Trevor Mavunga, another player out for Dynamos, who's been their midfield anchor. Ali Malicello and Shadrach Nyawa, the defensive links. Jassia. They'll need to deal with it. Because Ayonde gets through. Albert Ayonde, danger here for Cranborne Bullets. The ball's gone out. Near side assistant put his flag up. Otherwise, that would have been very dangerous indeed.
But I've always wondered, Steve, the way football is officiated here, especially when it comes to the ball going out and all that. When does the ball go out? Because I saw the mighty Warriors struggling when they went to the Rio Olympic Games. Because every time the ball was on the line, you'd see their hands up because of the officiating here. And you'd see players from Germany playing on the line.
Yeah, very good point. And when you get to that higher level, it can indeed give you problems. Lincoln Jassia for Cranborne Bullets, formerly of Kaiser Chiefs. Lincoln Jassia. I'll never forget the day when he scored here in 2013 for Zimbabwe in that 4-2 defeat to Egypt in a World Cup qualifier when one Mohamed Salah was running riot down that right flank for Egypt, scoring a hat-trick. You were here, Howard, and what a day that was to be here at the National Sports Stadium.
I was, and you look at how then players like Salah have progressed with their careers, and you look at Lincoln Jassia. He had a lot of potential, but you tend to wonder what really happened for his career to take a nosedive like it did. You know, is it the management of the players? Is it the players' mentality and all that? Because he was really a top defender who could have really gone somewhere. Remember, from Kaiser Chiefs, he was loaned out to Greece, OFC Crete there, and from then, there was no Lincoln Jassia to talk about.
Yeah, he still looks good physically, does Jassia. But personal discipline, wrong decisions took his career or stopped his career going as far as it could have. So if you are a bit younger, yes, Mohamed Salah played here 8.5 years ago in a World Cup qualifier where Egypt beat the Warriors by 4-2. Devon Chaffer, after that, with the Warriors, tested positive for a banned substance. Quite innocently, most likely, but that really affected his career, but he was able to rebuild a bit. But we saw this guy, Mohamed Salah, playing in Switzerland at the time with a speed that we simply could not cope with, playing down the right flank the same as he does with Liverpool now. So 28 minutes gone. Dynamos leading 1-0. Shadrach Nyawa just 2 minutes in. There is Jassia. Douglas Mbewe. Mushangwe is way down that left flank as Cranborne Bullets try to attack as much as they can and taking a bit of a risk maybe. Here's Kapinda. They try to work something in the final third, and Madruka is trying. Everson Feremba, he has hardly had a chance in the game, Howard.
Yeah, he's look, he's isolated up there, and the Dynamos players know the kind of player he is and what he can cause at any given moment. So every time he's got possession, they are trying to, if I can use manhandle, so that he doesn't cause distraction there. And now I think he's letting it get to him, the frustration. So if it continues like that, he will be out of the game.
Yeah, but there could be just one chance maybe that he capitalises on with those 2 goals in the Chibuku Super Cup quarter-final win. Extra time win over Harare City. He was so good on that day. Chatikobo, 3 men around him, holds on to it too. But now there's Feremba with a touch. Murwira, he's looking strong at the back, and Ali Maliselo as a defensive midfielder. Doing well too. It's grey and breezy here at the National Sports Stadium. We're looking forward to a wet Christmas week. The mangoes and the majanges in abundance right now. It's a bit too high that time from Koli Gonyora playing at right back for Cranborne Bullets. Timon Mvula has not been tested in the game so far. Apia pressurised by Kapinda. And they'll gain a few yards there, will Cranborne Bullets, and get a throw in a quite an advanced position. A touch from Kapinda. Feremba couldn't turn though. Namakoma. Oh, whistles just wide. McClinton, Namakoma with the effort.
I think it's a good try, Steve. They are playing good football, Cranborne, but it's just in the final third where they are struggling. So look, if you can't get into the box, you know, with a passing game, you've got to try to shoot from distance.
Yeah, that was encouraging for Cranborne Bullets. Kachembere with a touch and he gives it away. Bill Antonio. Still quite fluid in their front three Dynamos. Ayonde central at the moment. Mutudza on the left, and on the right side we're seeing Bill Antonio. Now comes to Wanda Kapinda. He does pretty well. Lincoln Jasir to try to start something again for the Army side. Douglas Mbewe. Kachembere. They're not finding a way through. Dynamos, everyone in their own half. Here's Tino Meke. The ball's gone out. No, he's flagged for offside, actually, was Tino Meke, who really impressed in the game against Bulawayo Chiefs here on match day 2, but has been much quieter today. This is his second start. He's only 17 and came from the juniors, number 78, Tino Meke.
Well, despite not scoring, I think Cranborne Bullets have really been playing well for the last 15 minutes. You know, they are controlling midfield. You look at players like Malvin Madzuka, Wanda Kapinda, and McClinton Makomva. Every time they have possession, you're seeing Dynamos. Everybody's just trying to come behind the ball. That's how they are playing so well. That's even forcing all the Dynamos players to be behind the ball every time they're in possession.
Yeah, and that was Madruka with that shot towards goal, which was easy for Mvula. But he could be an influence. Koligonyora at right back for Bullets. Madruka, a bit of space here for Tino Meke. Half a chance here for Bullets, Tino Meke. He's taken it a bit too far, though. Apia made it hard for him. Emmanuel Chalai. Bill Antonio. Mbewe concedes the corner. So a few fans here in the stadium. A couple of hundreds, 100 or so. Some of them with vuvuzelas, adding a little to the atmosphere. Good to have the supporters in. Not like the days of old, but it's something anyway.
Yeah, but look, they don't have to worry because you can access Zinpepe's television network anywhere. Whether on your phone, if you are even in the stands, you want to see clearly, in Kombi or you are at home, you can access.
Muruira with the effort, and Mutudza's going to be another one. Yeah, it's football in the digital age now, isn't it? And you've got to wonder how many fans will come back to the stadium when we get back to something like normal. Lots of Dynamos players up there. Muruira. Apia tried to head that one. Antonio. Chatikobo. Muruira wants it. He gets it too. God knows Muruira, and spilled by Makoni. Well, he couldn't get a hand on it, Tatenda Makoni. That was great by Muruira because he put his arm up to signal that he was in space, managed to keep it in.
And even the anticipation, look, Chatikobo with that crossfield ball and the anticipation by Muruira. I think if he had put more weight on that pass, on that cross rather, he could have reached either Juan Mutudza or even Albert Ionde.
He could have indeed. Jalai, he does these long throws. It's a probing one. It's a corner. Dynamo's pressure. As Muruira takes his time, 9 minutes to the break. The goal came just 2 minutes in from Shadrach Nyawa. Appiah is up there again. Another good-looking one again. Appiah comes for it. Nyawa is still loose there. Appiah still chances. Mutudza. There were opportunities for Dynamos there. Juan Mutudza continues to produce goal attempts. So good with his corners is God knows Muruira. Appiah didn't make contact. That's Nyawa with the effort. Then it bounces all over the place. Back to Appiah. Mutudza was ready to fire. And goal kick was given. So what can Nesbitt Saruchera do here? Howard feeling that Bullets are playing okay. So no need to panic yet.
Well, for this game, look, you can do so much. There is probably an X factor they need because they are doing everything, but in the final third it's not working out. So they need to find something in that final third because you look at Tino Tendameke on the near side, making good runs, but the final pass is not coming out. And you also look at probably the man up front, Everson Feremba. How much supply does he have? Wanda Kapinda playing so well, but that final pass again to Feremba, it's not coming out.
Yep, but only a goal in it. Ionde to Jalai. Nyawa was there, and Albert Ionde. He couldn't control it, but he's playing with a lot of zest today. Is Ionde. He's getting involved a lot more than we've seen in many of his other games.
Yeah, I think peeling onto the right is really working out well for him.
Mushangwe. Still seeing a Melvin Madruka, number 13, in this attacking midfield role. A potential threat for Cranborne Bullets. Mbewe to Jasia. As they'll build it again, Akoli Gonyora and Namakoma. Oh, but Dynamos have won it. Juan Mutudza goes for goal. What a cracker. Smashes against the post. When he gets these chances, that's a second really good shot from Juan Mutudza.
I think Juan Mutudza and Albert Ionde have really come out to play today. And with the number of players that are at Dynamos, you know, these were, if I can call them, bench warmers, you know, in the past couple of games, in the Chibuku Super Cup and the league games that were played, the two of them. So playing like this, they have come to stake their claim on the places available at Dynamos.
Yeah, this attacking, free-ish midfield role really suits Mutudza. There's Mushangwe. Meke, if he can get there. No, but Appiah does the job. 5 minutes to the break. Dynamos leading by a goal to nil. Mushangwe. That's easy for Mvula. So Mushangwe Could have been at fault for that to goal as his channel was exposed. Otherwise, he has been putting a few good crosses into the box. Namakoma. That's Mawadza to Mvula, who was under a little bit of pressure. Kapinda, Gonyora, Wanda Kapinda. Touch from Feremba. Al Mutudza. He's full of confidence, but that will go out for a throw. So a shot on target and also hitting the post in this first half, Mutudza. As we bring you the last game of the year live on ZTN. Dynamos going joint top of the table as it stands. But we're not even halfway yet. Lincoln Jasia. Now Nyawa looks to see if there's anyone there, but all the Dynamos players were back. Coach Tonderandaraya not wearing his traditional suit today, Howard. He's in his tracksuit.
Yeah, I think sometimes you got to try certain things. I was just looking at Dynamos. You know, they've got 3 different strips at the club. There is the away kit, the home kit, and an alternative kit. But everywhere they've gone, they've just been using the blue kits. So maybe there's something to it. That maybe that's why even Tonderandaraya today is not in a suit. If the suit is not working, you're going to try something different.
Okay, so it's his second kit of his tracksuit. It provided a goal after just 2 minutes through Shadrach Nyawa. Here's God knows Murwera. Apia. He's so dangerous from these set pieces and feels that he could have scored, as this time he did make contact with his head. Murwera is such an asset with these set pieces. Kachempere. Jasia, no one that he felt he could release it to. More blessing Mushangwe. And Meke was fouled, says our referee Arnold Mube. Opportunity then for Cranborne Bullets. Winners of the Division 1 Northern Region in 2019, so they waited a long time to get a chance for top flight football. So a few fans, as you can see, dotted around. Not many, but a few, as I say. Mushangwe. A corner for Cranborne Bullets in the final minute of the first half. Maclint Namakoma is the man who's going to take it. And they've committed a lot of men up front here. Namakoma. Another chance for Namakoma. This time it's higher, and Mushangwe heads well wide. And of the chances they've had, that's among the better of them.
Yeah, I think that's the difference then between these two teams. You get a corner kick, you get a free kick. For Dynamos, you know, God knows Murwera is going to give you something. You know, he's going to ask a lot of questions. But for Cranborne Bullets, not really there. So you need to have something. That's probably the X factor I was talking about, Steve. You don't have a player probably that's going to be the X factor. But when you get opportunities like that, you at least need to force a save. You need to force the goalkeeper to make a save.
Yeah, as Apia was the man who was down. He's done well. He's threatened from these standard situations with, God knows, Muruira's delivery very good, whereas Bullets have not had the same impact from those free kicks and the corner kicks. So just a minute of stoppage time, which we've nearly played already. The goal coming just 2 minutes in, Shadrack Nyawa. Great work down the right from Bill Antonio, who gave it to Albert Ayonde, who crossed it. Perfect cross to Nyawa, who was right in front of goal. Madruka, he does well. Mushangwe, he's overlapped right down that flank, but again lacks the accuracy. So Dynamos, a goal to the good. A first half where they certainly dominated, but Bullets having a few opportunities. The goal coming from Shadrack Nyawa. It's Dynamos 1, Cranborne Bullets 0.
My father used to say that the poorest man is not one without money, but the one without friends, which is why I could entrust him with ensuring that all my friends were there on my wedding day.
Consider it done, son.
Dad, this is not everyone on my list.
I invited all those people on your list. I didn't call it a wedding. I told them that you were in serious need of their help and that we would gather here today to see how we can help you. And these are the people that showed up. Now go on and celebrate with your true friends.
The taste of true friendship. It all comes together with a castle.
Leading by 1-0. They're playing against Cranborne Bullets, and it is match day 3 fixtures. Now, to talk about what has happened in the first half, I'm joined by Mo on the touchline. Mo, just jumping straight into it. That goal by Nyawa, your comment on that?
I think that was a brilliant start by Dynamos. You see, you need to really unsettle the team early on. That was a good control by the top man. Then he played on Bill Antonio. Then Bill Antonio was good to return the ball to him, and he ended up putting a good cross at the near post. Brilliant goal. Yeah, well worked, and I like the fact that Nyawa, as a box-to-box midfielder, was actually in the box to tap that one in, and at the near post. Beautiful, a good play.
Dynamo seems to really want to win this game. We also saw Bill Antonio there missing another goal. That would have been a marvelous goal. And then also Joan Mutudza today seems like he's really out to prove what he can do for Dynamos.
I didn't see any change in terms of the way Dynamos has been playing. Once they scored that goal, they retreated back into their own half, and they let Cranborne have most of the ball. But you see, they are very dangerous when they are close to go. Those two strikes by the one that was tipped over by the goalkeeper, and then the one that hit the crossbar. He's into the game today. One of his best performances.
And then Cranborne Bullets, they can't get into the box. They're also not trying to shoot from outside the box. Is that what's really costing them to score?
Yeah, they had one foray into the box. They were Everton Feremba missed. I thought his first touch was poor. If he had had a better first touch, he would have shot at goal. They call him Shalulile, but that's not what Shalulile is doing at Sundowns. He was supposed to just one good control, and then he was supposed to hit it, but 3, 4, 5 touches, Dynamos reorganized and took that away. But I would say they are not getting that much into the box, and you can't score if you don't do that.
And they also have a 17-year-old there, Tino Meki, who's really also showing a bit of a run for Dynamos. They seem not to be able to contain him when he gets the ball.
Yeah, he's getting into one-on-one situations with the defenders, but I'm yet to see him get past the defender. The defenders are remaining composed, and they are taking care of him, but he's good in making sure that he's got space in front of him, and also poor crossing from him. But I like the fact that he's young, he's still learning, and he's really doing his part.
And then just looking at the screen right there, more a couple of opportunities that Dynamos are getting, especially the set pieces. But it seems like most of the players are all eager to score. Is it like they're failing to communicate? What's really going on?
When it's Dynamos is very dangerous in set pieces, especially those corners. God knows, really whips in very good corners, and even free kicks, very good free kicks. And Dynamos has got this tendency to bring in the big boys from the back. All the tall players, they get into the box, they make sure, because they are tall, they attack the ball. So it looks like they're all trying to score, because they all try to attack the ball when they get into the box. So yeah, it's how Dynamos plays. You will never see them playing that nice kind of football like what Cranborne is trying to do. But they score, they retreat, they just make sure they've got cover. You see, once Nyawa scored in the first half, did you ever see him in the other half? Just got back, making sure it's just in front of the 4 defenders, mopping up. So they are okay. If Dynamos does not score, this one is going to end 1-0.
If you're just joining us right here, we are live at the National Sports Stadium, and it is halftime with Dynamos leading with 1-0. They're playing against Cranborne Bullets. Now, just coming back to you more, if you were coaching Cranborne Bullets right now, what would you be telling your boys in the changing room?
I would change the formation. I would add one more striker. There's nothing to lose because they're already behind. If they want to get this result here, they need to have more people in the box when in attack, and they are not doing that at the moment. So I'll add one striker. Then I'll refrain from playing possessional football in our own half. Dynamos is okay with that. If they are going to remain with the ball in their own half, so what? So I would, the ball movement has got to be quicker, and Kachembere, being the defensive linkman, has got to move the ball faster. He's enjoying those parallel passes without forward movement. It doesn't work like that. So I would have somebody who can create more chances for the team.
Also looking at one of their stars, Feremba Mo, he doesn't seem like he's really into the game today. You would have expected him to do more, possibly have scored something for their boys, but he's not really there today. He's not in the game.
Like I said, Feremba thrives on crosses, and those are not coming. Make as much as he's creating space, is always getting those balls. The delivery is poor to Feremba. So as long as there is no supply, you cannot really fault Feremba there. And then you see those corners. All the big boys are in the box. It's very dangerous to Dynamos. And if you look at the way they have played, once they scored, they have made sure that Ali and Nyawa sit in front of the back four to make sure that they close all the gaps that Cranborne are trying to utilize. And because of that, I will tell you, it's going to be very difficult for Cranborne to get a goal here.
And also, you were talking earlier about Meke not being able to pass the defense. Speaking about Sylvester Appiah, he's just come back from an injury, but the way he's playing, he's really showing Cranborne Bullets fire there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That I thought Meke, being young, you're supposed to be fast enough to get past Sylvester Appiah, but he's tending his own. He's making sure that the young boy does not get past him. He's making sure that he shows him where he can tackle. He's making sure that he slows him down. He's making sure that he doesn't have a free cross where he can actually pinpoint where you want to put the cross. So at the moment, in as much as Meke is getting so many balls, I would say Appiah is the fight.
Mo, you really sound like you're saying Dynamos is taking Cranborne Bullets to school today. They are literally in a class session.
Yeah, defensively they are. Defensively they are. If you see how Dynamos is, look at Dynamos when they don't have the ball. Everybody, they know how to be in their positions. They really know how to defend. You never find someone astray, someone who is not in their own position. So because of that, they will be able to retain. You see Timon Vula, did you see him serving anything?
No, they're literally not going to him. He's having the time of his life today.
They can't get to him because of the way Dynamos is set out. Yeah. So if you look at now, Dynamos has got one goal. They will be able to defend that goal.
Well, Mo, let's see how the second half goes. If you're just joining us, it is halftime and the second half is just about to start here at the National Sports Stadium with Dynamos leading by 1-0. They're playing against Cranborne Bullets. Now stay tuned for the second half of the game.
Out, and Cranborne Bullets having a bit of a conference over on the left of your picture. Dynamos will be very pleased. Juan Mutudza really did impress in that first half with some excellent moments. Ali Maliselo, 28, playing defensive midfield. Mutudza hitting the post for Dynamos and having another long-range shot saved. One of his best games so far. Of course, we're only at the halfway stage. So lots of work for Cranborne Bullets to do. They got Alvin Dunduma on their technical team, giving them advice, looking at the fitness side of things, and they're helping them, their training at Innovate in Harare. Mvula, well, he's had an easy ride so far. Arnold Ngube, our referee.
So Bullets, they want to make a change. Maybe a change in tactics, but Chidonza Kudakwashi is going to be coming on.
And that's a debut for him. Another of the youngsters came from their juniors. And so he'll probably go into the right back position, Akuda Chidonza. Replaces colleague Onyoro. So we're underway. Dynamos with that early goal through Shadrach Nyawa. The rain may well not come. We've got a bit of blue sky on, looking straight out ahead of us.
Well, AccuWeather was saying it might rain around 6.
Right, well, that'll be convenient for us. Apia forward to Mutudza, but first touch for Chidonza. Nyawa. So 2 players injured. That's a Chatikobo, who's one of them. If Dynamos win today, it'll be a very good start comparatively for them, looking in recent seasons. 2019, they had 1 win and 2 defeats in their first 3 games. They beat Mushuani Stars 2-0 in their opener. Then they lost 2-1 at Rufaro Stadium to Wange. Then they lost 2-0 to Chicken Inn. And you'll remember that game, Howard, where Wange shocked Dynamos 2-1 at Rufaro Stadium. The day the fans fell in love with goalkeeper Taimon Mvula.
I think it wasn't only the fans, Steve. It was the entire Dynamos, even the technical team. I think that's when they started the overtures to bring him to Harare. And look, after that season, he then came to Harare. So he sold himself that day.
He was showered with cash, I seem to remember, by the Dynamos fans there. And it was a long time coming, but they did get their man, Taimon Mvula, in the end. Has had a brilliant game when Wange stunned Dynamos 2-1. 2018, they only had 1 point from their first 3 games, Dynamos, losing to Chicken Inn, drawing 3-3 with Shabani, and losing 1-0 to Ngezi Platinum Stars. I remember the Chicken Inn game. Paulo Silva, the Portuguese coach, was in charge there and didn't last long. Let's see if they can work anything from this. No, so straight to Mvula. Feremba still the main striker, number 20 for Cranborne Bullets. And God knows Muruera. He'll look for Eonde. Chatikobo with a good run there. So under Paulo Silva, that was a bad start for them a few years back, and losing to Chicken Inn back in 2018. In fact, the Paulo Silva one was 2016 season, where Dynamos lost 3-0 to Chicken Inn in their opener at Barber Fields. Then drew 0-0 with Triangle.
That was a bad decision to bring George Silva to coach the team. And you always find these, I don't know, should I say strange decisions? Look, just like the Warriors, you had the Croat who was in charge, and you tend to ask yourself, okay, these guys are coming in from outside Zimbabwe. You'd think they would bring in wealth of experience. One, they'll bring in a different dimension. Yes, different dimension, but does it give the results they want? Certainly no.
And is it worth the cash? Yeah. Such a big question in Zimbabwean football. Muruera with the throw. Touch from Kapinda. Oh, that was a good block from Apia, because Meke was ready to sprint into the box. Mbewe. Nama, Koma, Kapinda. Nice touches, Mushangwe. Well, nice touches are okay, but they do need something in the final third, as Howard has been saying. Jasia, Chidonza. Meke with 2 men on him. Namakoma! More blessing. Mushangwe with the chance for Cranborne Bullets. That's their best opportunity so far, as this time they were able to find a way past the Dynamos backline.
I think poor marking, Emmanuel Jalai there, not really sure what he was doing, but he slept on duty, so to speak, because allowing more blessing Mushangwe, because he had to come all the way, because remember he is a left back, and getting ground and then getting to the end of a pass like that, well, besides the poor shooting, he had really done well.
He really had. So Dynamos are better watch out. Here's Chatikobo, and they win it in midfield. Namakoma, but now here's Jalai. Emmanuel Jalai. So are we seeing the game opening up 5 minutes into the second half? They've been toiling away with not much up front, Cranborne Bullets. Chiedonza. Let's see what can Feremba do here. Can only hold it up. Kachembere. Feremba with the Mawadza on him, but he gets it out there to Chidonza. Now Mutudza. No break there because Dynamos had plenty of men up, but now here's Eonde. Still he strides forward. Albert Eonde with Jassia in his way. Murwira. So God knows Murwira with that overlap. One change already for Cranborne Bullets, and Dynamos starting to warm up a few substitutes as well. Mushangwe, who had that chance a couple of minutes ago. Chidonza. Apia. A reminder, if you're joining us, Dynamos are without Partson Jare and Frank Makarati, their normal centre-back pairing. It's Arnold Mawadza and Sylvester Apia today. Kachembere. Mbewe. More blessing Mushangwe. Wanted to find Tino Meke, but Jalai gets it. Tino Meke. Determined work, Kapinda. Jassia. Can they beat the Dynamos' defence? It's Wanda Kapinda. Blocked by Malicello. Now Namakoma. They'll get it away with Chatikobo. Now here's Bill Antonio, who's been quiet for a long time. This is where he loves it. Bill Antonio can't get the delivery to Eonde, though.
He looks like a different player, Steve. He's not so sure about the crosses, even positional-wise. He's not even getting into the spaces that we know.
He's been writing his exams. Overload of studies, maybe. Here's Everson Feremba. Chidonza. Apia dominating that to Dynamo's backline. Mutudza. That time Antonio can't get it.
Even the anticipation is not there.
Sure.
Yeah, let's just blame it on the exams.
So he missed a couple of games for Dynamos, did Antonio? exams all done now and it's a school holidays. Chidonza. Mawadza wins it. There's Zayonde. And here's one Mutudza. Malicello. Antonio's beaten to it by Mushangwe, but he might win it back. Now Jalai. Emmanuel Jalai. It's a teasing one. Mutudza. I think it's going to be a double substitution coming up for Cranborne Bullets as Dynamos continue to warm up all of their bench. Mutudza, but there was a foul on Shadrach Nyawa, the goal scorer. "55 minutes played."
So I'm looking at Shadrach Nyawa and the time that he was not, you know, in the Dynamos lineup and how they struggled. I think for me, he's a good acquisition for Dynamos, box-to-box midfielder. He brought in a different dimension, and he's become a key player at Dynamos.
Oh, he certainly has. So God knows Muruwira is going to take this one. And this time, uncharacteristically, that's a poor delivery from Muruwira. Jalai, Chatikobo, Mutudza. Another foul. Still that double substitution yet to be made for Cranborne Bullets. Harare side, but played in the Mutari group in the Chibuku Super Cup, where the uniformed forces teams were based. Here's Everson Feremba. He'll leave it for Chidonza. Feremba. Chidonza. And it's an effort goalward, but not enough to threaten from a Namakoma.
Maybe what's encouraging, though, for Bullets is they are getting into the spaces now. And bit of accuracy, maybe one or two shots will find its way and probably try to force the goalkeeper to make a save.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the direction probably they want to take. And, you know, the two substitutes that you were talking about, they are both attacking midfielders, and maybe they will put on more pressure. But look, they have the attacking midfielders who are doing the job. It's the final pass. Maybe they will try to shoot from distance. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, if you get to 75 minutes, then Tondorai Ndaraya might decide to shut up shop, put more defenders and make it very difficult. So the scoring window, if you like, is only about 15 minutes or so if he were to employ that strategy. So they might not have that much time as it appears on their side. And there's Sylvester Appiah, Ali Malicello. Trevor Mavunga not in the matchday squad today, who normally plays that defensive mid-role. Bill Antonio. Yeah, he's not as explosive. It's been now Mutudza, defensive error. One Mutudza, and it's still Mutudza. Smashed there by Chatikobo. Oh, Cranborne Bullets could have been punished, because that was poor at the back. Chidonza, still the pressure is on. There is a player injured, a Dynamos man down. And Cranborne Bullets could have been punished for sloppiness at the back. think that's Chatikobo who's down, but Mutudza, if he was quicker, that could have been 2-0.
Yeah, I think Wanda Kapinda did well because initially he wanted to take the shot, the Dynamos midfielder, and Wanda then slid in and he could not take the shot. So as he tried the second time, then there were more numbers now to block that effort. But otherwise, good play by Juan Mutudza. He's been Dynamos' best player today.
Yeah, he has. He's got that creativity and a really good signing for them. So we played an hour. The goal came just after 2 minutes. Shadrach Nyawa for Dynamos. Right, there's Namakoma, who's been pretty influential. The double substitution has been made. Kelvin Chiripawako, number 10, is on. The other player on is Tadiwa Chibunyu. Jersey 15 goes up into an advanced role. So 3 subs for Bullets already. Dynamos haven't made any. Can they make something out of this? More Blessing Mushangwe is going to deliver this. Mushangwe headed away by Mawadza. They've got to do more with these opportunities. Chibunyu, the sub, takes the throw. Chidonza. Apia does just about enough. So Kelvin Chiripawako up into quite an attacking role here for Cranborne Bullets. Malicello, Mutudza, Nyawa, but he misread it. Chiodonza. It's all about getting something in the final third. As Mvula makes a meal of that.
I think for Cranborne Bullets now they've got more numbers up front. Remember that time they had only 3. Now whenever they are attacking they've got 4 players. So maybe Nesbet Saruchera saw the need to have more numbers going up front, because it's either you lose 3-0 or you force a 1-1 draw.
Sure. Here's Kapinda. Chibunyu playing quite an attacking role too, along with Chiripawako. That's an offside. Unusual to have football here in Zimbabwe in Christmas week. This far into December, we've had the Unity Day Cup a few times in the past on the 22nd. So,
you know, by this time we'll be talking about soccer stars. And
yes. They're getting our suits ready for the Soccer Star of the Year awards, indeed. I do remember a Zifa Cup final, must have been in 1995 here, played early December in heavy, heavy rain when Dynamos beat Zimbabwe Saints by 1-0 on a really wet afternoon, and Zimbabwe Saints had two talented youngsters, and Kosano Gumbo, nicknamed Sancho, and a certain Ronald Gidiza Sibanda. And the following season they moved to Amazulu. And that was early December. Otherwise, we've hardly seen football in December. We're kind of in unknown territory here.
But I'm sure we saw why football is not played, you know, in December, you know, in the rainy season like what's happening now. The National Sports Stadium, our best stadium in Zimbabwe, and in that Chibuku Super Cup semi-final, Cranborne Bullets and Ngezi Platinum Stars, you saw, you know, puddles of water. The drainage was not that good. So imagine if our best stadium is like that, what about the other, you know, spread across the country? So that's why probably our season for PSL was a bit different from the rest of the world.
Yeah, still very debatable as to whether we will switch to that August to May season. Jalai to Antonio. Because the PSL Chief Executive, Ken Ndebele, did say that this break, as much as it's for the Africa Cup of Nations, also that our stadiums can't handle the rain. Here's Chatikobo. Mshangwe. So it's kind of convenient, this break for the Africa Cup of Nations. And as much as we are playing now, it does not mean that Zimbabwe has switched to the August to May season. So 66 minutes gone. Mushangwe, Namakoma. That bounces off Mutudzu, who didn't really know where it had gone. Still no Dynamo subs, and Diraya happy with his 11. Need a bit more purpose from Bullets. Kapinda got a knock on the head in a clash with Shadrach Nyawa. No yellow cards as yet. There's going to be the first one now from Arnold Ngube, our referee. It's all good so far for Ndiraya. As I say, he might decide to shut up shop at some point there. So the clash was Nyawa on Kapinda. Not quite sure who got the yellow there. They've got to take advantage of these opportunities now, 3/4 of the way through the game. Yeah, at a grey and blustery stadium.
Yeah, you got to feel, you know, without Feremba there, you know, he's a good header of the ball. No matter what quality crosses you can come up with, without him, you're just clutching on thin straws.
As Chiri Pawako, the sub for Feremba with a touch. Would you have left him on and hoped that he would have done something?
Yeah, with an amount of free kicks they are getting now, you know, one of them might have reached his head, because we know he's a very good header of the ball, especially inside the box. He's a dangerous player. But now the kind of formation they were playing and expecting the likes of Wanda Kapinda to hit him with the ball and all that, it was not happening. But now when you're getting free kicks, you know, near the penalty box, and you don't have Feremba in there, you're always going to struggle.
Yeah, and going into a long break, if he was still okay, he might have persevered with him, because he could be a game changer for you, Everson Feremba. That's a good-looking touch, and Mvula commits. Can they punish here? Oh, Chidonza way off target. And gets a few jeers from the Dynamos fans here. Kuda Chidon as the substitute way off target.
Yeah, I think again it was a poor ball from Tadiwa Chibunyu. You're inside the box, you don't look for somebody, you know. You have to try and hit the target. from whatever angle you are, just try and hit the target. The goalkeeper was not on the line. Try to hit the target.
Yeah, it was a chance. They've had a few of them, at least half chances have Cranborne Bullets. Tatenda Makoni in goal for Bullets. Beaten after 2 minutes. After that, not that many clear chances, but a really good save from Wan Mutudza from his long shot in the first half, and Mutudza hit the post later on as well before the break. There's just one Dynamo sub being warmed up. Albert Manenji. Kapinda with a touch. Mawadza to Murwira into the final 20 minutes. So Meke has got a lot of responsibility up front now. Jalai sprawls for that one. It comes to Meke. Tino Meke. Well, they're trying. And now there is Namakoma. And that really was a genuine chance. McClint Namakoma for Bullets.
Yeah, good opportunity, Steve. But I don't know, because it was Chibunyu here with the cross and poor marking from Dynamos. But I thought Nesbet Charuchera, with all the experience that he's got, you know, a very good player during his heyday, although his career cut short by an injury. You need to tell your players to try variations. You can't always want to walk the ball into the net, you know, yeah, figuratively speaking, but you're going to try to hit from distance. Because all the passes they are making from the edge of the box, why not try to shoot from the edge of the box?
Yep, sure. They need to do something different. Otherwise, a few minutes from now, you might see Tondarandaraya go a bit more defensive with Dynamos. Nyawa is down again. He got the goal. Only 2 minutes in. Otherwise, he's been on the receiving end of quite a few rough tackles. That was a Namakoma that time. Nyawa to Murwira. And that was poor.
You don't expect such mostly from the Dynamos' most experienced player.
No. So Everson Feremba was taken off for Cranborne Bullets, their most reliable goal scorer. So we've got Meke up there, Chiri Pawako. Kapinda with a touch. Jalai will clear that out of danger. Coming to you live on the ZTN YouTube channel, Facebook page, on the Star FM Facebook page and on the Zim Papers app. Can Dynamos go joint top of the Castleaga PSL and make it 2 wins out of 3? They're 17 minutes away, plus stoppage time. Jalai's throw. There's Ayonde. They advance down that flank. This will take Dynamos actually to join second if they are able to win today. And Gezi Platinum Stars leading on 7. So another tough challenge. Yaounde's okay though. And Dynamo's committing quite a few men in the box for this. They'd like to try and finish it off with a second goal. Malicello is there. Muruera, but it's very low. Any chance of a break here for Bullets? Meke. Chiri Pawako was the target. Muruera with the clearance. We're into the final 15 minutes. Apia. Mutudza. Jalai. And Jasia leaves that for Tatenda Makoni. Yeah, that was not so inspiring for Cranborne Bullets, and time is definitely not on their side now.
I think Dynamos has also lost shape. Juan Mutudza not as effective as he was in the first half. And it's more like kick and rush. We are seeing occasional flashes of brilliance, well, the way Cranborne Bullets are knocking it around. But
Namakoma with the ball forward. What's the referee say? No. That was a really good ball from Namakoma. That'll be interesting to look at again. Penalty shout for Cranborne Bullets. I must say Coach Sarachera is not making much of a fuss about it though, as Tino Meke did come down. And that's not good enough. So how much of a penalty shout was this? Lovely ball from Namakoma. Did Jalai push him? Did he lose his footing?
No, he lost his footing because it was shoulder to shoulder. And in the end, it was more of, you know, how fit you are. And Jalai, the feet of the two.
Here's the goal. Antonio, lovely back healer that to Yaounde. And Shadrach now finished off really well after just 2 minutes. Beautiful delivery that was. So no valid penalty shout, we say. Looking at those pictures. Here's Antonio. Yaounde! Oh, Stephen Chatikobo! He should have sealed it for Dynamos. An open goal. After a lovely build-up. Beautiful build-up from Dynamos. Antonio and Yaounde. He's missed a sitter there.
It could have been his first goal on debut for Dynamos.
The 17-year-old. Was he overawed there? Wow. Huge chance. Mvula collects. 12 minutes to go. God knows Muruera. It's 1-0, but it should be 2-0. Long run from Muruera. But that'll be dealt with by Mbewe. Still chances, Juan Mutudza. Oh, it's a rather aimless ball from Kachembere, but they'll give chase with Meke, who's done a lot of running. Highish boot from Mawadza. And Tino Meke went down, but is straight up again. Oh, back heeler from Chiri Pawako. That was clever. Jasia, Kachembere, Chidonza. Well, what a chance. Mawadza with a high boot there. Dynamos are going to make double substitution. Newman Sianchali, Albert Manenji. With 10 minutes remaining. So Chatikobo, who should have scored just now, replaced by Manenji. And Sianchali as a forward is on for Ayonde, who's put in a very good shift today. It's not one of those shutting up shop substitutions from Tondra Andiraya. It's like for like. So Chatikobo off when he could have got himself his first Dynamos goal. Malicello. There's Kachembere. Mushangwe. Meke. Gets past Apia. He's got some trickery, has a young Tino Meke. Namakoma. Chatikobo. Well, perhaps they should have pulled the trigger there, and they can break away with Juan Mutudza. Sianchali is up there. Antonio. Well, a couple of good moments from Antonio. Otherwise, I wonder if he should still be on the pitch, because it's not been his best game today.
Yeah, because I was, surprised that they took out Ionde with the shift that he was putting, and you leave on a player like the Prince Edward winger, and it's not really working for Antonio. We have seen, the 81 or so minutes that he has played. It's not working. But I would have loved to see a situation where Sianchali now partners Ionde up front. That was going to be power.
Yeah, would have been dangerous if Antonio is a V6 engine. He's only been firing on 2 cylinders today, Bill Antonio. So a bit of entertainment for these few fans who've come in. If they're Dynamos fans, they'll be very happy with the potential 3 points. Namakoma to Meke. He's the man furthest forward since they took off Everson Feremba, with support from Kelvin Chiripawako and Tadiwa Chibunyu as well. An attacking role. Namakoma to Meke. Chibunyu. But there's loads of Dynamos players in the way. Kapinda and Kachembere. He's trying the direct route, but there were 3 defenders in the way of that ball. Namakoma. But it's all about doing something incisive or decisive in the final third. That remains the problem for Cranborne Bullets, and only 6 minutes left now.
Yeah, too much dilly-dallying in that final third, Steve. That won't give you results. You want results, you got to try to shoot.
Certainly have. Our last game of 2021 at the start of Christmas week here on ZTN. Mvula can taunt Tino Meke. We've had some good games we brought you action during the lockdown when there were no fans allowed for much of the year. I think the one I remember most is the Dynamos 4-0 win over Yada with incredible goals.
That was a good game, very good game.
You've been to the Baobab Stadium several times. Exciting contest there as well in the Chibuku Super Cup. Oh, now sent flying there was a Chibunyu. A really crass challenge and yellow. And that was a cynical, reckless, rough challenge. Really taken out Tadiwa Chibunyu. Yeah, so it's been a tough year, a stop-start year in football, but a whole lot better than 2020 when there was nothing. And bearing in mind, this is only match day 3 of the Castle Lager PSL. When is the season going to finish? Well, probably in the second half of 2022. Namakoma and God knows Murwira in a bit of sparring there. This is a chance. It's 25 or so yards out for Cranborne Bullets.
Well, if they were watching ZTN, they will know that Mvula was beaten from a similar distance by Mchaneka.
Yeah. Chibunyu, the man who was sent flying by the ball, but just walking away now. Kachembere is there and Mushangwe. Is this a big moment in the game? Let's see. Kachembere. The flag has gone up for an offside. The wall doing what it's supposed to do. 3 minutes to go now.
From what I've seen today from Cranborne Bullets, Steve, I think we might... They might run a risk, you know, of being probably a team that everybody will say, oh, they were so near, yet so far. They play good football, but results just don't come.
Yeah. Check us in a few months from now and see if Howard was correct. Getting to the semis of the Chibuku Super Cup. Lots of promise, but this will only be 1 point from 3 games as it stands, unless there's some late drama. Kachembere's given it away to Malicello. Jassia will concede the throw. 2 minutes left. And another sub warming up for Dynamos, Tino Muringani. Antonio through to Mutudza, Juan Mutudza. Dynamos generating another opportunity. Bit of desperation in that long clearance, just had to try and get it upfield, did Tatenda Makoni. But Meke has a run and run today. A big work rate from him. The man with the ball there, 17-year-old Tino Meke. Into the final minutes. So Muringai to come on for Antonio. That looks a bit defensive.
Yeah, it's very defensive. You were talking about shutting shop. I think this is it, because Cranborne are getting a lot of chances which they are failing to utilize, but this will give Dynamos another body at the back.
And here's Sian Charlie there with Mutudza to his left. Sian Charlie couldn't find his man though. Jalai commits a foul. I see him out stoppage time we're going to play. He's a strong physical player, is Emmanuel Jalai. 3 minutes. Oh, Mvula makes an error. Gets away with it though. Dynamo's large numbers of players behind the ball now. Namakoma. Mawadza. Murwira. Jasia. Yet another foul. That's on Kachembere. The defensive link for Cranborne Bullets. He's also had a tough afternoon, putting in a lot of work. Clipped on the ankles by the looks of it.
He knew exactly what he was doing there. I think you remember he was clipped, I think, twice by Kachembere. So, well, from my book, this is more like retaliation, because he is just waiting for the moment.
Because no player likes that. Painful. Painful and unsporting. So a small stoppage in stoppage time. Maybe 2 minutes remain for Bullets. There's still hope for them. Lincoln Jassia's right up there, the centre-back. Nyawa with a high ball to Douglas Mbewe. Mutudza. Sian Charlie. They've had plenty of chances, Dynamos, that they haven't really capitalised on. Is he onside? Putting his arm up is Mawadza. What a chance here. But Mawadza will get it out of danger. Kachembere. Only seconds remain now. Lincoln Jassia. Kapinda's right up there. Meke's there. Chibunyu too. The Dynamos only have to hang on to the ball for a few seconds now. Mutudza. Jalai. Diraya nearly has maximum points. Chidonza. Kapinda. Could be the last chance. They've got to get it up there. Offside. That may well be a game over. And Dynamos head for the Christmas holidays with 3 points in their stocking. 2 wins from 3. Cranborne Bullets, plenty of work to do as they look ahead to the new year. Goal coming early on, 2 minutes from Shadrach Nyawa. It ends Dynamos 1, Cranborne Bullets 0.
So 2 things that I've picked up, Steve. You look at Cranborne Bullets. They can play when they want to, but they need a finisher, a good finisher of the ball, and Dilly Darling with position in the final third will not give you results, but very impressed by the young Tinotenda Meke. He's really good. I think if he can get more players to play with, players that will give the results that they want, I think he's one for the future. Then you go to Dynamos. Look, it wasn't pretty. Well, in the first half they played well, but second half it wasn't pretty, but they knew they came here to get 3 points, and that's what you need in a game of football. Don't play pretty, play to win. I think this is a lesson that Cranborne Bullets should learn. You come to a football game, play to win, because all you need at the end of the day is the 3 points.
Yeah, no doubt. In terms of quality, that goal was a real high-quality one. That Bill Antonio back healer, perfect cross from Albert Ayonde, and a great finish from Shadrach Nyawa, who did have defenders on him. So that deserved to give them the 3 points, as much as there were wasted opportunities at both ends. But a really high-quality goal to give Dynamos the victory here today. And for Bullets, getting the goals in the Chibuku Super Cup, but struggling in the Castle Lager PSL.
And another aspect also, look, from what we have seen, all the teams trying to integrate youngsters within their ranks. We have seen Dynamos today, Bill Antonio, Stephen Chatikobo. Then late in the game, Albert Manenji also introduced. And you look at Tino Meka on the other side, and Chidonza Kudakwashe also introduced. So it's good, because I think we're seeing progression in terms of giving quality time to these young players, because that's what we want. We've seen a lot of recycling of the old players. You go to Highlanders, the players that were there, you see them at Manica Diamonds, you go to FC Platinum, it's just these players being recycled. But when you see youngsters now getting game time like this, I think that's what we want as a country.
Yes, a good thing for a club like Bullets, who might want to go shopping for a really good striker. Probably hard to find, but nice that we have these youngsters who I think are impressing. Yeah, Tino Meke played really well, not only in this game, in the previous draw against the Bulawayo Chiefs as well, and he's only 17.
So the January transfer window coming, and it also affords time to these teams to beef up their squads. Dynamos, look, they have players within their ranks, but they lack quality in terms of depth. You go to Cranborne Bullets, outside of the first 11, what can they get from the bench? So Nesbet Saruchera, Tondarandira, and a whole lot of other teams in the Premier Soccer League, this is an opportunity, to look for quality players as a way of beefing up their squads.
So it's going to be a long break as it stands ahead of the resumption, Africa Cup of Nations, and then after that, if we go, we'll get back to PSL action. Let's go down to the touchline and find out what the coaches have to say.
It is full time here at the National Sports Stadium. That was match day 3. We just saw Dynamos taking on Cranborne Bullets in a match that they have just won 1-0. Now joining me to talk about what happened in the match is Cranborne Bullets coach Nesbet Saruchera. Coach, great to have you back.
Thank you so much.
Not the result that you were hoping for, a couple of great opportunities that your boys missed. What do you think was going on? What went wrong?
We really wanted to win the game, but we didn't create enough. That was the bottom line. We had 1 or 2. It wasn't good enough, so we should have scored maybe. But Dynamos, they were also very organized at the back. That's why maybe we couldn't break them more. But it was a good game. We are learning, we are young, we are hoping to collect it 3 on our next encounter.
And then a great performance from one of your boys, 17-year-old Tino Meke. Are you happy with how he played today?
The boy is still young, he's only 16, so we are still teaching him a lot. He should have maybe scored. He was also taking some wrong decisions, but we are happy for the young boy.
And then hoping that when we come back, what are you going to be focusing on when you go back to training, when we resume for the next games?
We are just hoping maybe we are going to start collecting points. As you know, we are new. We need to start collecting.
Thank you very much, Coach.
Thank you.
Great to have you. Now that was Cranborne Bullets coach Saruchera. Very excited with how his boys played today, though they didn't get to back that win. But he says it's a learning cave. His boys have learned a bit from the big giants, Dynamos. Now joining me is Dynamos coach Tondarandira. Coach, you said it earlier when we had the first interview that this game was a must-win for you. Are you happy with how your boys played today?
I'm very happy, very happy. I think I've always said that in a game of football, what is important is the result. What is important is to put the ball into the nets and collect maximum points. So that's what we did today. But what I'm happy about is the fight, the spirit. We were playing a very good team, I must admit. Very good team with very good players technically. So it was always going to be difficult for our players, especially in midfield, to really contain Cranborne Bullets. I want to give them credit. I want to give credit to Coach Nesbitt Sarochera for what he's doing, for the team he has built and the way they are playing. They are playing very good football. But I also want to give credit to my players for really fighting hard and getting results against a team which is playing good football. So that fight, that spirit is what we are looking for in our team. Is that is a show of the Dynamo spirit. But of course, we still have some grey areas. We still have a lot to work on for us to be really an oiled machine, for us to be really a good team which can fight for the title. But I'm happy in the state that we are at the moment. We are able to collect results. Happy for the win today. Happy for the players. It's been very difficult for them in the past 2 weeks. At Dynamos, when you lose games, I've always said that you want to play the next game quickly so that you forget about the previous game. So our players had to endure 2 weeks of ridicule, of abuse, of everything because of that defeat in Triangle. But I'm happy today they've come good. They've shown some great deal amount of character, and this should take us into the next gear going forward.
Also, to specifically point out certain players in your team, like when we were doing the Chibuku Super Cup, we didn't see much action from Mutudza, but today he really came out to prove himself. Also looking at Apia, he's coming from an injury, but he really gave them a run for their money today.
Oh yes, Jean is quite a talented player, very talented. I think one of the best in the league, and if he takes away his shyness, if he really believes in himself, I think he's one that we can look forward to giving us performances like this week in, week out. So yeah, today he had a very good game. I want to commend Sylvester Apia. Frank was injured. He's coming from an injury, and then we had to rush him in to start the game today because we didn't have our starting centre backs, and Apia proved that he's a soldier in his own right. He is a fighter. He fought very hard and for us to get points today. But I'm also impressed by the teenagers. We have Stephen Chatikobo. Feel pity for him. He missed their seat at there. But I mean, the fact that he got into the box, he had the confidence to go in there and try and score a goal for the team is what is important for us. The boy is 17, just written his O levels, and to play the way he did today, I thought he really put in a very good shift for a young boy of 17 years old. So yeah, credit to all the boys. But of course, in a team, there will always be some outstanding players. But it was a very good team effort, I must say.
Thank you very much, Coach. Once again, congratulations on that
Appreciate
win.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Now, that was Dynamos Coach Tondorandirai. Very excited with how his boys played today. We're talking about Juan Mutudza, Stephen Chatikobo, also the defender Sylvester Apia coming in to show the power of defense. Now, joining us is our man of the match, Juan Mutudza. Finn, how are you feeling today? A marvelous performance from you today.
I'm feeling excited. The performance of everyone. We came as a team, fight as a team. After 2 losses from our past games, so we are happy. Managed to get a victory.
And then what do you want to say to your fans who are rooting behind the team today, who came, they were singing for you and you guys won the match? What would you like to say to them?
Okay, I just want them to believe in us, to keep on supporting us. We can give them good results.
Thank you very much, Juan. All the best in the upcoming games.
Thank you.
Now, that was our man of the match, Juan. It was not a man of many words, but a man of action, especially when he gets to the field. Now, joining us for post-match analysis is Mo back on the touchline. Mo, exactly as how you predicted. Mo. How do you do it?
You know, I've been in this position before when I used to play for Baimo. When we got into the Premier League, we used to play beautiful football, and we used to fans used to like how we played a lot. But at the end of the season, we were relegated. We played good football, but we didn't win. We were just playing like what Cranborne has been doing. So when I saw Cranborne playing, and I just thought, these guys are exactly like our Baimo team. Play very well, you have good possession, you don't take your chances, this season will end like this. They will be in the relegation zone.
The will end very soon.
Yeah.
No more, coming back to how the match went along, looking at the second half there. You remember first time when we were talking, we were mentioning that Cranborne Bullets were not really getting into the box. They should have tried the long ones. And then we saw there Mushangwe trying one long one, and then it didn't really work out. What was then going on there again, Mo?
I'm actually surprised that because, you know, when you're losing, there's no need for you to reserve yourself. Put as many strikers as possible. Get as many players in the box. Change your formation. Why do you still want to do? You are not Barcelona. You are not all those top teams. You've got the quality that can build up and get a result. Use route one. Get people into the box, or two strikers into the box. Route one. Hit the ball up. Get into Dynamos, hope for a Dynamos mistake and you can get a goal. But these guys were trying to build up until the end of the game. No one in the box, they get the ball in the wings, no one to cross for. How do you get a goal without getting into the box?
Moyo, I remember you last time saying for star players to be put into the game at the dying minutes, there's no match there. I noticed when they brought in Chidonza, there was a bit of change in the game, but would you say they put him a bit too late?
I wouldn't want to say a bit too late, because he still has to play himself, Chidonza. He still has to play. He is not a finished product as yet. So he still has to work his way up. So I think, fine, I would believe it would be better if you would start than bringing him in. But if you look at the game itself, I thought young Meki missed a sitter there. If that was a chance, the header that he missed, I thought if he had scored that one, the team would have gotten into the game. Then, and for Dynamos, Chatikobo missed a sitter there. One of the few forays into the box by Dynamos. Well-worked move, nice pass to Chatikobo, and he lost his nerve at the wrong moment and he missed it. So, yeah, 1-0, it ended.
And then more lastly, before we close, Dynamos' performance today, they were playing Cranborne Bullets. One would have hoped, or the way they were playing, one would have said they were going to score a bit more goals than the one that they scored today. And also looking at how their captain played today, God knows, for such an experienced player, are you satisfied with how he played today?
I think he's one guy who was breaking the Dynamos positioning system. You'd go to the right, you'd come to the left. Yeah, but you did not have a good game today. But I would say there's nothing new about the way Dynamos played today. This is how they've been playing. This is how they've been grinding results. So I'm afraid when they play the big boys, they will find it very difficult to win, because the big boys will give them more challenge. So they've got to change, or they will not be contenders for the championship.
More, let's see what happens when we come back and resume with football next year. Now, that was all we had from you here at the National Sports Stadium. You just witnessed Match Day 3 fixture. That was Dynamos taking on Cranborne Bullets, and Dynamos won that match. Now, from us here at ZTN, we would like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And these are still COVID times, so always remember to sanitize, maintain social distance, and keep safe yourself and the person next to you. We would love to see you next year and hopefully be with us here at the stadiums. I was joined by Momoyo. My name is Patience Namboro, and thank you for watching.
My father used to say that the poorest man is not one without money, but the one without friends. Which is why I could entrust him with ensuring that all my friends were there on my wedding day.
Consider it done, son.
Dad, this is not everyone on my list.
I invited all those people on your list. I didn't call it a wedding. I told them that you were in serious need of their help and that we would gather here today to see how we can help you. And these are the people that showed up. Now go on and celebrate with your true friends.
The taste of true friendship. It all comes together with a castle. My father used to say that the poorest man is not one without money, but the one without friends. Which is why I could entrust him with ensuring that all my friends were there on my wedding day.
Consider it done, son.
Dad, this is not everyone on my list.
I invited all those people on your list. I didn't call it a wedding. I told them that you were in serious need of their help and that we would gather here today to see how we can help you. And these are the people that showed up. Now go on and celebrate with your true friends.
The taste of true friendship. It all comes together with a castle.